Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? It is Saturday, it's fight weekend. I had to come and do a quick coffee and donuts for grown-ups. I gotta start doing these things on Saturday. You know what I mean? Um, hey man, y'all see me. I ain't a fancy dude. I don't be having no pictures or none of that stuff up, but the topic speaks for itself. Shout out to Judah, shout out to Opulent. It speaks for itself, and I'm pretty sure y'all can agree, man. Boxing has become a playwright. I'm trying to tell you, man, because you know why I say that, because everywhere you go in the YouTube streets, you seeing the same old story over and over and over and over 1,000 times over again. The same old story, the same everything, the same plot, the same scheme, the same everything, and I'm so tired of it. Boxing has too much goddamn hate in it, man. I never seen this sport in so many years have so much hate in it, and it's becoming a goddamn playwright. Everybody is plotting the hate. What's the scheme? Let's write this out. It's a playwright all around the world. Same damn song, man. It's a damn playwright, and I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about, oh, this person hasn't done enough. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done this. He's ducking. He's ducking. He's ducking. He's ducking. I'm tired of hearing that shit. It's like everybody's secretly getting paid just to say the same bullshit about certain fighters. And you have your few that stand 10 toes down on just the facts and sticking to the reality of it, not being a maniac or fanboy or anything like that. But it's starting to be disgusting, man. And I can't even sit and enjoy cooks now because it's the same old thing. Why are we still talking about Devin goddamn Haney? Why? For what? He's an actor right now. He don't mean that much to the sport to me. I don't give a fuck if he ever put on a pair of gloves again or not. I ain't gonna miss him. But it's the same old thing, the same old story. Let that shit rest. Give it a damn rest. I'm tired of it, man. Boxing got too many other fighters, and they got they journeys and things that they trying to accomplish, but we keep talking about the same old ish. This is why the sport is garbage. That's why the sport is garbage overall. That's why the sport can't compete with the major sports. It's not even a major sport no more because it became a damn playwright. It's a big soap opera, man. So many people against certain fighters and all that. And you got people out here that's like really just like disrespecting actual facts. It got that bad to where you had people that's questioning the facts. They question the people that know this shit way more than them, and none of these people be having no damn receipts about anything, but they always questioning you and everyone else, but not questioning what the hell they saying. Not taking account of what they saying don't hold any damn grain of salt if anybody else's word of facts or receipts. It's sad, man. How can you enjoy a good conversation, a boxing conversation, when it's constantly going on like this? It's like it's a certain propaganda, bro, and I'm getting tired of it. It makes me not want to watch the sport because it's so horrible. It's a big ass playwright. Okay, what we writing up today, then everybody go out there and they take their roles and do this nonsense. Boxing is not supposed to be filled with so much damn hate. For what? These fighters and did nothing personal to none of these damn fans. I don't understand it. What did a fighter do so personal to you for you to just to hate them? Because it got to be beyond the fact that you know that they better than your favorite fighter, and they probably whoop your favorite fighter ass if they already didn't. It has to be deeper than that, because if it's just that, then something is wrong with you as a goddamn adult. Hate, 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 and it's horrible, man. Getting tired of it and tired of people debating about the same old shit, debating about shit that don't even matter. Keep talking about fights that's not close in the goddamn making, overlooking shit that's in place right now, downplaying shit and all this nonsense. And people trying to force the way that they feel about a fighter on you. They don't like you because you don't feel the same way they feel about a fighter. Man, boxing ain't supposed to be like this, y'all. Boxing is not supposed to be this way at all. But it is. And I keep saying it, I'm going to keep on saying it to every single body in these goddamn boxing streets. Get it. They messing the sport up. They messing the sport up. Some of these content creators and these fans is the reason why we got this nut ass playwright going on. Big ass fiction is goddamn story. You know, got perfect editing skills because they ain't writing everything out. They switching things up. Man, they treating this sport just like the propaganda of history. Just like the propaganda theory of where life first started from, because everybody's on this Africa theory. I'm not, but I'm not gonna get into that. That's a damn theory. Okay. And then they recently came out and said, oh no. Now they're trying to say the first civilization started in Europe. They just recently came up with that, but all this is the same. It's a damn playwright. It's a programming of propaganda, like in a damn sport. Are you serious? And so many people is in a sunken place when it comes to boxing, because it's in a sunken place. I'm like the movie Get Out. I'm ready to get out this shit. It's horrible. It's horrible, man. If you know exactly what's going to happen before it actually happens, it's too predictable. Like, we know they pushing for a trilogy with Usyk and Fury. Come on, we see the playwright. It's a playwright. We see it coming. Now, hopefully I'm wrong, but it's a road that's been written. Let's see how well it gets played out. It kills me. I have a for me, I don't know. I'm just too passionate of a person, I guess. You know, it's once in a while that shit is cool, is entertaining, but every day, all day, it becomes give it a break, take a break from it. You know what I mean? Take a break from it. Just take a step back and woosah and just say to yourself, damn, you know what, man? Let me stop that. I mean, because I don't know where it's getting people. Hopefully it's getting them some money in their damn pocket. But for the ones who just, just get a adrenaline rush out of it, then I feel sorry. It's better things to get adrenaline rush for than be out here lying and just hating, man. It's sad. I don't I enjoy the conversations, but bro, the hate, it's not supposed to be a conversation on the sport or on fighters and a whole bunch of haters included in it. Yes, that is facts. I agree with you 1000% opposite LD. Content creating is a game, especially when you limit yourself to just one subject, such as boxing. It's only a matter of time that it will be what we see. Yeah. And that's a definite, So as y'all come in, press the like button, man. I love the conversations, man, but the conversations and the debates, they come with hate. Is too much. It's like too much, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just too much. You know? Okay, once in a while, we get that. PGH Big Dog, what's up, bro? It's too much because it's every day. And so when you get this every day throughout the day, and as we all tune in, looking at different content creators, and that's what it is, bro. They really on the controversy. They really on negativity sells, man. I mean, because negative energy, has been working out for some people, but the negative things that they do to get the things that they got, I don't think I want any parts of that. But carry on. If it bleeds, it leads to exactly, man. Exactly. So I'm like, I just want to be in a space to where boxing conversation doesn't have hate included, man. People literally rely on others daily but claim to be real. Exactly, Op, and we see it on here. And I'm like, yo, I come here to get away from that type of shit on the street. Now I'm running into it on here, and it's getting worse and worse by the day. The numbers just keep on increasing. I'm like, oh man, that's why you got to be able to talk about other things and other subjects in boxing, and you need to be able to good to talk about other things too. So that's why I'm pretty diverse. So that's why I'm gonna start talking about some other things also. I'm a great storyteller. Yeah, I know I am hip hop. You know what I mean, and a few other things. A lot of things we can talk about, man. Besides the same old ish, man. I'm sick of it. I just want to hear a boxing conversation that doesn't include Tank Davis outside of Lamont Roach. We know that's going to happen. I want to hear a boxing conversation about Shakur Stevenson, not outside his next goddamn opponent. They keep talking about these dudes fighting. Well, how many years y'all been waiting? Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your knowledge as well. Like, come on. Look how many years this been going on, and ain't a damn thing changed yet. And then they gonna keep on. What's gonna be the same old story? Mike Rhyme was going up, always on time. Salute to you, Mike Rhyme. Thanks for coming through. And what's gonna be the continuous story? Well, we ain't get this fight. We ain't getting the fight. Maybe y'all need to shut up and let that stuff happen on its own. Boxing don't need y'all to promote every single damn thing. We don't need to promote every single situation. Sometimes some of these things that's going on with these fighters, we just need to mind our business and let those things be what it's going to be. That's why it plays a part, or you not getting these fights that y'all want. Y'all part of the damn reason because y'all talk too damn much. Y'all talking too damn soon. It's the same old thing. Be more creative. We not here to hear the same old story every day, man. Because it's not getting us any goddamn way. But sitting here, going back and forth, Tank is a duck, Tank is a duck. I'm telling you, I can prove Tank is a duck. I can prove Tank is a duck. I don't want to hear that shit. I know that man ain't no duck. But this is what you're going to keep on putting out. I don't need to hear that. Then Devin Haney. Let that man get himself together. That man ain't even mentally right yet. He ain't. I don't care. What he needs to do is stay the hell off of social media and come back when for his return. But see, they can't do that. See, they can't do that. They got to be around. What's going on, Ash? Yes, people cannot mind their damn own business, especially some of these damn boxing fans. They are horrible. They don't be cooking. I wish certain content creators stop letting these guys on their panels like that. Seriously, man, it's awful. I need to hear healthy boxing conversation, not this same old shit. The same old hate, talking about the same old shit that ain't in place to happen and most likely ain't gonna happen. Stop putting people's names together. Bill need to keep Tank name out his mouth. Tank and Dev ain't never going to happen. I've been telling you motherfuckers that for the past 2.5 goddamn 3 years. Get over here, it ain't gonna happen. It never was going to happen because it would have happened. The nigga would have skeletoned himself at 35 for the boy. I ain't trying to hear shit. Not trying to hear nothing. Always up in some business that they don't even know. I let them handle that business. You know, I ain't up in the mix like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was up in the mix, I wouldn't even be putting shit out there that I know because these goddamn hating ass, casual ass, fake ass, cooking ass, goddamn boxing fans ain't worthy of getting this shit if I know what's really going on. Because they are truly not worthy of it. And I would tax their ass and they ain't got enough money. They don't damn deserve it. Said them dudes easy for content, OG. I get what they let them up on the panels. I do get it old is I do get it old though to hear, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like show me something. I don't want to hear the same old mess, man. I want to hear the same old mess. I want to hear shit. Everybody needs to stop promoting they goddamn favorite fighters talking about somebody else. Your favorite fighter got a fight coming up. Don't be talking about no other goddamn opponent. They can't help themselves. They've been lying to themselves, living in the fucking lie for the damn longest. Really knowing what time it really is with who, what, when, and how. But go ahead, y'all play that damn role. I ain't here for that. Smash the like button as you come in. Boxing is a goddamn playwright. Here we go again. I feel like DMX out this motherfucker. Best believe, few minutes, it's gonna be somebody up here continuing the same old fucking hate somewhere on the damn panel somewhere in this fight night. Motherfuckers can't talk about nothing else outside of fight night, fight week. Try to stick on fight week. What's going on for fight week? They can't do it because they so anxious about something that they have no control on when and if it's going to happen. Damn. It's not hard. It's not a hard thing to do, but they just don't grasp the concept. I ain't gonna be wasting my ears or my cook on these damn food. I ain't doing it. But I think tonight fight is a playwright. The fix is in, I think. I think the fix is in. And I hope Usyk spoils it. Because the way Tyson Fury been talking, and we know, we've been listening to Tyson Fury talk his ish long enough, people. He tells us when something is going on. Yeah, he tells on himself. Well, he don't tell, he just tell it. Because it's like, what the fuck somebody gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it because if somebody was gonna do something about it, this man wouldn't be allowed back in boxing. He should be suspended indefinitely. Let's be all the way honest. Give me a second. Let me take a sip of my coffee. You know what I mean? Judah Vision said, channels I used to frequent, I stopped watching because they have a fucking agenda against Tank or even Benavidez when both them niggas go out and challenge the best niggas in their division. Yeah, I don't like any hate on any fighters. I don't like it. What the fuck is you hating for? That comes to show me that you ain't got enough confidence in your favorite fighter, that your favorite fighter is better. If their resume is better, or if your favorite fighter could beat them. Because if you was confident your favorite fighter could beat them, you wouldn't have to do no motherfucking hate. Cause I'm confident he'll whoop all of your asses. And I only speak the fucking truth. People get mad. Yeah, get mad all the fuck you want. Try me though. Try me. It ain't gonna work. Y'all know it ain't gonna work. Cause I know some of y'all be creep listening. Just don't say my goddamn name. And I'll come to your channel and wear your ass out. And you could bring a whole panel of motherfuckers with you. It ain't nothing. I done shut panels down plenty of times. Ain't nothing. When you touch in reality with what you talking about, nothing can top that. And that's what I do. That's what Ashley does. That's what Knockout does. That's what KQ does. That's what Upper Echelon does. And a few others. We know who they are. My man Body Smoke section. There's a few, some out there. But the rest of them, we know who they are. I don't bother to go be entertained by it. Unless they come up with something that's totally different from what they talking about, the same old shit, I might go listen. No, I don't even. I'll go give a salute. I'll push the like button. I'm there for 2 minutes and I'll be out. The fire Ani was good. I mean, I do that because I don't dislike them. I don't have a personal problem with anybody on here. But, I'm going to stay in my motherfucking lane. You know what I'm saying? And my lane is the thorough lane. And I'm thorough. On and off this bitch. People that met me in person and tell you he's the same cat. Yeah. I ain't got to put on no certain role about nothing on this bitch. You know? Exactly. I don't like fake energy. I can't be around it. It makes I start feeling funny after a while, then I have to get away. And people don't even have an idea why I'm getting away from them. But it ain't nothing personal but your fucking energy, the shit that you talking, that's the personal thing, not you, but what you saying out your mouth. This energy around me. I don't need to be around this shit. Uh, I'm off the ground right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, people like yourself, Ashley, and everybody else, that I fuck with like that, I fucks with. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got time for it. But man, I'm waiting to see this fight. I'm waiting to see the undercard. I'm waiting to see what the playwright going to be. Because Tyson Fury was just knowing what he was going to do. We could tell if somebody's confident in what they're going to do, and we could tell somebody's incompetent that they know that they get a little bit of help from their friends. You know what I mean? Little hamburger helper and all that. Yeah, I'm definitely watching it because some people say they're not going to watch it, but both of them motherfuckers can fight. Say what you want about Gypsy King. I don't give a fuck about him personally, but he can fight. It's a piece of shit. There's a lot of people that's a piece of shit. But he can fight. And I like listening to him talk shit because he is funny when he talks shit. He's funny. He's entertaining and he can fight. Yes, he can fight. I'll give him that. They gonna watch. I know they gonna watch. And then they gonna tell on themselves tomorrow. Or they gonna tell on themselves later on tonight. They can't help themselves. They know they gonna watch. I mean, I am gonna watch it. Because I actually watched both of these men fight before, so it doesn't matter. I actually seen Usyk run through the Western division when he was undisputed. I watched him. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, OG. Who I got tonight? I'm taking Usyk, but I think the fix is in. I think the play right. I think the shit is in. But I'm going with Usyk. I'm gonna predict unanimous decision, possibly a late round stoppage. So we should see. But I'm going with Usyk. And we don't need no damn trilogy of no goddamn Tyson Fury and Usyk. No disrespect to the both of those men. But I don't want to see a trilogy of that shit. We need to see a trilogy of these young motherfuckers. That's what we need to see a trilogy of. But some of these dudes, they ain't gonna be a trilogy worthy because they might get their ass beat. They might get their ass beat. They might get their ass beat again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's why they just start pushing these younger fighters because it's everybody else. It's just about their time over, man. Yeah, the business of boxing do want a trilogy. That's what I'm saying. The fix is in, man. Hopefully I'm wrong too. But I think the fix is definitely in. But we know the playwright just continues to go on and on and on. Look at the playwright there for Deontay Wilder, how they tried to pan this man out to be. He's been nothing but a stand-up guy, a very positive guy in in boxing and outside the sport. But they try to write him as something else. BC Corbin in the building, the darkest brother. What's going on? You still on the fence? You 50-50 about it? Define irony. Um, uh, I mean, okay, if a trilogy does happen, I guess I'll watch. But am I up for it? No, we need to see trilogies in these upper weight classes, man. Like down there in 140 and all that. We need to see some trilogy shit going on over there. That's where the trilogies need to be going on down in there. 140, because they need to wake up. Somebody need to go ahead and take over the division because that shit is up in the air right now. Ain't nobody on top. There's nobody running 1 fucking 40. If you don't agree, that's fine. We need some shit popping off down there with all the back and forth smacking going on down there amongst cats. And 147 definitely need to get back to work. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. Same old playwright. Fighters stand down in divisions too goddamn long. They just need to get the fuck out of them. You don't necessarily have to start grabbing your accolades in a certain weight class. It don't matter as long as you get it. But if you think that well, if it's important to you to get in the weight class that you started out in, cool. But on the other hand, if you know getting it in another weight class where the competition is better, the fights is bigger, and so forth, why don't you just really challenge yourself and go for the more challenging route to getting the undisputed? But that's just me. I can't tell them what to do, so I ain't gonna get mad, lose no damn sleep over it. But I'm just saying, you know, because you doing it, and sometimes it don't work for you. It worked for Devin Haney, because it was so easy. Harold Spencer didn't work for him. I mean, got worked on, work out for him. No, shit ain't gonna work out for everybody, man. Sometimes you gotta move it and do it somewhere else, But it is what it is. Same old playwright. A lot of fighters taking the paper route. Yeah, 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 yeah. We already seen a furry trilogy. I don't want to see another trilogy with furry in it. We seen that with Wilder. Do we need to see do y'all really want to see furry in another damn trilogy? When some of y'all say y'all want to see it, so I guess y'all already answered that question. But I don't want to see another trilogy with furry. You know, it's time for furry to retire. It's time for Furry to retire. It's time for a few of these guys to retire. Canelo's talking about retiring, but it'll be retiring soon. You know, it's time for a few guys to retire. Yeah, you know, But I would like to see Daniel Du Bois get his lick back, get another shot at Usyk. That's what I'm saying. They both can retire. Usyk can retire too. So I'm saying these because some of these guys, and we know who they are. They put the work in. They did. We know who they are, and they've been there long enough. The sport is a younger man's sport. One thing that's wrong with the sport right now that is a playwright. They got motherfuckers holding up the sport. People holding up divisions and all that. It's a playwright. Jay Gibson in the building. Salute to you. It's a big ass playwright. Me. Come on, man. All this shit is planned. This ain't shit that's just popping up and all this shit is a coincidence. Call me a conspiracy theorist if you want. Goddamn, I'm conspiracy factual. All this shit is planned. And you got people who's voluntarily playing a part. And then you got people who's voluntarily playing a part and probably getting a favor for it. It ain't hard to tell. That's why everyone in this chat can predict the next bullshit playwright that's going to happen. Because we see it all the time. Give me a different look on the sport. Give me something different to talk about. Start talking about these other fighters. We don't need to keep talking about the same old guys. Let's talk about the next guys up. How long we gonna keep talking about these guys? Some of them is almost over for these dudes. Y'all thinking this generation of fighters gonna get like 20 years in? Hell no. They ain't. Look at it. That's why I said a lot of these fighters' careers is over before they actually over. The longevity is not there with these fighters. They're getting in and out. Getting in and out, taking the most safest route, all that. Y'all see it, a lot of this shit. People resumes and the opponents is manufactured. It's a playwright. You got idiots partaking in it. Well, I guess you can't have the yin without the yang, so I get it. Guess you can't have the yin without the yang, so I get it, people. But who else is on? Matter of fact, who else is on this card tonight? Um, who's the co-main event? It's a fight on this undercard. It's a matchup on the undercard that I want to see. I can't think of who it is right now. I'm too lazy to pull it up. I'm too lazy to pull it up because I'm talking to y'all and I'm grabbing my coffee cup and I'm grabbing my blunt. Yeah, I had the donut already. Goddamn, had that already. Yeah, had that already. But yeah, who else is on the undercard? Anybody know that's on the undercard? I'll pull it up. That might. I'll pull it up. Let me stop being lazy. But I'm definitely waiting for David Benavidez and David Morrell. Cause that's coming up very soon. February will be here in no time. Um, I'm loving this matchup. I love the press conference. I like the energy, the hate between these two dudes. They coming to rumble, man. And hey, pick them. Whatever side you want, I wish you the best. But I know that's gonna be a barn burner. Oh man, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that fight. That fight is the fight right now. The only fight for me that I'm really big on right now. That I'm really big on. It's not no other matchup right now that's coming up in the next couple of months that I'm actually big on. But I'm definitely big on Morrell and Benavidez, yo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Boy Chuck is going to fight Ishmael Davis. Mm, it's going to be a good one, but I'm not big on it, Bruce Gas. But it's definitely not a fight that I'll pass up on. But them Davis is going to get it in, man. Moses, Atuma, and that. Oh yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, Bruce Gas. Yeah, that's the one I want to see. Moses Atuma and Dempsey McKean. That's the one I want to see, yo. Yeah, I want to see that one. I knew it was one of them joints. Um, that I wanted to see. That's the one I wanted to see. I want to see that one. Then we got Johnny Fisher and David Allen. That's gonna be a good matchup too. I think tonight card. I think it's gonna be an overall good card. Right? Yeah, they good matchups. Yeah, I want to see that Atuma and McCain joint. Oh yeah, that's the one I wanted to see, man. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to see. But I think the y'all gonna be pretty good. I really be into the undercards more so than the marquee events because this is how we learn about who's potentially next. So don't ever sleep on them undercards, man. So definitely watching them. And some of these undercards has been holding some of these main events down. I couldn't say that. In 2024, we had either an entire undercard or one matchup on the undercard that just did the thing for the rest of the card or whatever. So I don't be sleeping on them undercards, man. I even watch the before the bells when it's only just a few media people in there. Just because the crowd ain't there doesn't mean it's not gonna be a good fight. You know? This is how you get one up on people because you're paying attention to things that everybody else is not paying attention to. Because everybody just paying attention, or most everybody just paying attention to certain fighters, like other fighters don't exist. And we already know there's a lot of good fighters in this sport that we never going to get to know, or we may hear of, but never's going to get the chance. That's it's a whole nother line of fighters that exist. That's good and probably even better than the ones now. They're not going to get that chance. We might hear about them. We may not hear about them. Hold on, Marky Dan. Hold on, brother. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on, Marky Dan. I got you. Playboy McCoy. Mm, I got you, Marky Dan. Anybody there? It is. Y'all like to come up? You can. There is the link right there. Marky Dan, come on up and kick it with me, bro. Yeah. I know you're gonna come up and talk about him. So yeah, I just shared it so you can just come on up when you're ready, bro. Get you on up in here. Here we go, Marky Dan, the box story, and my partner. Mm,
What's good? What's
what
good,
up,
OG?
Marky? What's going on? I appreciate you coming up with me, man. I'm always good for the fam to come up. Anybody can always come up with me. I can hold these things down, but I like y'all coming up with me from time to time, or anytime y'all feel like it. So I appreciate it, man. So yeah, you said we got some good fights. I know about a few of them, but yeah, what we got?
Uh,
What's sticking out? The matchups that's sticking out. Everybody smash the
the
like button.
only one I actually care about today is obviously Tyson Fury versus Usyk, the heavyweight rematch. Um, the first fight was an all out war. It was a classic to me. I wish I could have had my reaction when Fury got hurt. I was on my feet. Like I haven't been that excited for a sport event since the Super Bowl 2 years ago when the birds went. I have not reacted like that to anything since. So yeah, I can't wait for this rematch. Um, I think is gonna get him. I think Fury's gonna look back at the tape and see that he was dominating from rounds 3 to about 7 or 8 because he had Usyk at the perfect range and he was moving. He wasn't allowing Usyk to corner him. And that jab to the body, those left hooks, and that right uppercut upstairs, that was having a lot of success for him. But then Usyk,
Yeah,
he's just one of them special fighters. He's one of them dudes like a Holyfield, like a Ali. He got that type of heart in him. He got that dog, and he made a
yeah,
decision in that 8th or 9th round that he was not going to be deterred. He was going to come forward. He was going to use his ankle angles, and he cornered Fury, and he caught him with a big hook and hurt him. And from that round on, it was Usyk's fight. So I'm really excited.
Hey, real
This is
quick,
going to be a classic.
real quick. Since you said that with Holyfield, do you know who Usyk always reminded me of? And you just reminded me to say something about it. Think of Burt Cooper,
Who?
except for a better skilled guy, because Burt Cooper
Oh
gives
yeah,
every opponent hell, win, lose, or draws, and always determined to win. And Usyk is a more successful, better skilled version because, like you said, look what you just laid out. And he's a special dude. And Burt Cooper was special because he upset. He got a nice couple upsets on his resume. So and Usyk is just that dude. Like when he went undisputed cruiserweight, I watch him run through that whole fucking division, man, from
I
top
mean,
to
you
bottom.
got to remember, OG. Burt Cooper was being trained by Joe Frazier, and he was one of the top fighters coming out of Philly. But then
Yeah,
a lot of those 80 fighters, we lost a lot of great fighters for the to the crack era. And he just went
yeah,
down the drain. And then he made a comeback against Ray Mercer and Holyfield, and he had some great fights in his career. But I definitely see what you're saying with the comparison because they're both pretty short. Cooper was 190, which was pretty small for a heavyweight of the 90s. And he was pretty,
yeah,
stout, you know what I'm saying, really stocky. And he had like the difference between him and Usyk is obviously the footwork. Like Burt Cooper was pretty
yeah,
flat footed, but I see what you mean. Burt Cooper was very skilled and he could upset a lot of
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Burt Cooper would give everybody hell, man. He determined, I don't give a fuck what you do to me, but you gonna know you was in a dog war with me, and everybody that got in the ring
Oh
with Burt
yeah.
Cooper had nothing but respect for Burt Cooper, man. Holyfield will tell you what, that was one of my toughest fights, goddamn. Yeah, oh, that's a classic. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that tonight's
No,
gonna
if
be a
you
good
want to
fight, man.
introduce somebody to the sport of boxing, you introduce them to Holyfield versus Burt Cooper. That's one of the greatest
Yeah,
fights I've ever seen in my entire life.
yeah. They got it in, man. They got it in. And Holyfield,
Rumbling.
he's one of the top warriors of all time in boxing. I got him in top five warriors out of all the boxers. I've seen a lot of boxing. You talk about a dude that don't choke from the smoke. This dude, he jumps in the fire. Like he
Oh,
in the flames, man. He don't shy away from nothing, and everybody was waiting to see how he was gonna
yep.
react when he get hit with that famous signature Mike Tyson goddamn combo. That motherfucker ain't go no goddamn nowhere.
Man.
Jump
So
right
let
on
me
his ass. Oh come on, man.
Man,
See,
Evander Holyfield
boxing
is my favorite fighter of all time, Crush. Because when you
boxing
talk
wasn't a
about
play
his
like that
career,
then. Yeah,
mhm,
go ahead, Marky.
yeah, I
Boxing
was just
wasn't a
going.
play like that then. Go ahead, cook on it.
No, yeah, I was just going to agree with you because Holyfield is my favorite fighter of all time. He has the most rewatch value when you talk about his fights, and you could watch his career from beginning to end. It's like a storybook. He started out at cruiserweight. He's fighting Muhammad Kawi. Then he moves up. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting the Pinklin Thomases and what's the name of the he's like a fat dude, but he had fast hands, and he knocked out Mike Weaver. It was a real controversial knockout. I can't remember, but Holyfield he had his come up to eventually till he fought Buster Douglas, knocked him clean spark out. Then he had them fights against George Foreman at Holmes. Even though people were criticizing him and whatever, still those are some great fights to rewatch. Then he had Big Daddy, the fight that came, the fight where even though he lost, he won his respect. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody who watched that fight, if it was anybody else in there with Bo that night, I don't give a fuck. They would have got stopped. This man, both his eyes were shut. He had cuts on top of both them shits. His nose was broke, and he was still coming back for more. And then he came back and whooped Bo's ass in the rematch, bro. Man, it's just hard not to love Evander Holyfield. Even for all the hate and the bullshit people try to throw at him, that man is one of them goats. He's one of those people that you raise up and hold up, and this is an example for what we want as a champion. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, he came back. Nobody thought he could beat Mike Tyson. Cause remember when he fought the left-handed dude that George Foreman knocked out, this nigga Evander Holyfield had a heart attack. And he threw out his left shoulder. He tore his rotator cuff and his left shoulder crushed. And Holyfield did not quit. He kept fighting. Same thing against in the third fight against Bo. This nigga had hepatitis C. And you could see it. Every time Holyfield would throw two punches, he was out of gas. This nigga was on the verge of getting stopped. And he comes back and knocks Bo down. Almost knocked him clean the fuck out. Bro, I'm sorry. I just love Holyfield. I'm sorry if I'm fanboying this early morning on Crush the Legends live stream. But as a historian, that's one nigga that I will always sing his praises every chance I get.
Man,
That's what I want from a
ain't
boxer.
nothing wrong with saying that word about Holyfield, man. Holyfield, that guy, man. One of my favorite boxers. He's in one my top 10 favorite boxers of all time. He definitely up there with my top heavyweights and everything, man. That's one guy.
Absolutely.
Heavy fight should have been a goddamn pay-per-view, goddamn. You was getting a fight. Ain't no boring moment there. He coming to
That's a
get it.
fact.
He coming to get it, man. Oh my God, he coming to get it. And he was definitely with this shit. All right, come on. You can hit me,
And
but
they
I'm gonna hit
said,
you
and they
back.
robbed him, Crush. They robbed him for he could have been a 5-time champion. You remember when he fought that
Yeah,
big Russian motherfucker? And they robbed him?
yeah, yeah. They robbed him, man. They ain't wanting to do
He was
that,
damn close to like
man.
45 or 50.
Yep, yep, yep. It's like with Larry Holmes. They ain't want Larry Holmes to touch that Marciano manufactured ass goddamn record.
Nah, that was a damn
They
shame. That was a damn shame.
hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Holyfield. Boy, phew. Man. When him and he fucked Michael Moore up, man.
Yep, in the rematch.
Yeah, he fucked Michael Moore up in that rematch, man. I was like, Michael Moore was good too, man, but he just ran across a couple situations with some guys, man. But his problem was he would start admiring his own work and just lose
Yep.
focus, start sleeping in there. Other than that, man, Michael Moore was nice, man. Damn, almost had Big George. Two Big George got it back, and whoa! I said, "Oh goodness!" I was ready to cry for Michael Moore the way George Foreman hit him, man. I felt that shake. That shit shook my lifeline. Had my lifeline trembling like I got hit by that motherfucker. So God, ooh, is he alright? Cause man, hey man, that's when
Yeah.
boxing was
George slid him.
slitting. That's when boxing was boxing. Ain't no written up script. You do this, these couple rounds, you do that, and all this bullshit. No, they was coming to get it.
Absolutely.
And they loved it. They didn't have a problem with it. Of course, there's some fights that didn't happen, and maybe wasn't too much few, but other than that, they was coming to get it. They was coming to get it, and they got at it. I love it, man. I love it. I talk about old matchups more than I can talk about this new shit. Cause ain't much going
Yeah,
on right now, you know. But you can
I was about to
always
say
go
that.
back.
I'm
Yeah,
beginning to cool on. I'm beginning to cool on your man Turkey. I don't. I think that. I mean, is the Morel Benavidez, is that a Turkey card or is that PBC?
I think it's PBC. If I'm
Okay,
not mistaken.
cause
Anybody know for sure?
yeah,
Is it a PBC? I think it's PBC.
yeah, cause he came in and listen, I'm still hopeful. I still have a lot of hope in Turkey, but I don't have a lot of faith in him. This man came in and he promised that he would revolutionize the sport. I thought that by now we would be having the promoters sitting down at a table and we would be discussing creating our own league. You know what I'm saying? And we have
Right,
our own huge boxing death match tournaments, 20v20. We have 10 promotions. Each promoter sends 2 fighters per weight class to represent them. And boom, we figure it out from there. Send your 2 best. You can't send no little if Top Rank gonna send 2 lightweights, they gotta send Keyshawn and
and
the
Shakur.
Ukrainian boy. But yeah,
Oh, you talk,
I wanted them. I thought he would come in and revolutionize the sport or do something different. I haven't seen anything
right,
different. All I've seen is weird
right.
shit. If I'm being honest,
Okay,
Francis
cool.
Ngannou's and Furies and Ngannou's and AJ's and shits.
Right. You was
And you know
absolutely
what?
right.
Credit to him. He gave us the undisputed fight. Credit to him. But what else, bro? You got all this money you keep flaunting. Y'all niggas went over there and bought golf. Why you can't buy out these promoters?
Now I remember not too long ago, um, there was talks on it that they was planning on doing that, but I haven't heard anything else about it. So maybe they keeping it, they taking care of it. Maybe they still working on it and doing it the right way by not letting social media get to it. That's what spoils a whole lot of shit. That's part of the reason some fights didn't happen because y'all motherfuckers fuck shit up. I keep on telling y'all fast and fury asses. Yeah, y'all know who y'all are. Nothing personal. Y'all know I'm right. I still fucks with y'all. I ain't last money. I fucks with y'all. But I can't fuck with some of the shit you've been doing lately. That's all. You know. But that's what it is. And I think us as fans and even content creators need to take heed to that because we are the true instrument to the sport. Because without us, we won't be here about no fucking boxing. You know, if it wasn't for Dub being a great source that a lot of people go to, if it wasn't for KQKC, Knockout, um, Upper Echelon, all those cats, we the instrument to the sport. We keep the sport as relevant as we can. But are we doing the rightful thing to move the sport back up into the major league? No, we're not. Because y'all keep going with the damn playwright, with the hate and this, that, and the other. You really for the sport? And most of y'all really not fans of the sport. Y'all fans of fighting. And even with that, the same rule applies. Damn it, do the right thing. Don't hurt the sport. Y'all hurting the sport. Y'all not helping it. Y'all even hurting these fighters. Yeah, y'all are. No matter if you getting uh 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 no matter if you getting a couple of dollars to always talk about them to keep them relevant, even when they don't need to be relevant, whatever the case may be. But those things plays a part with you hurting the sport, hurting your favorite fighter if you don't give a fuck about the sport, because most of y'all don't. And that's cool because there's a lot of people who's just fans of fighters. Okay, cool, fine. Just stay in that motherfucking lane. Don't come bothering people who's fan of the sport. It's the big difference. It's not the same league. It's not the same level. Stay in your damn lane. But the same lane we all should be in is helping the sport. Helping all these fighters, not shitting on another fighter to build up a fighter that look like shit and you can't get over your feelings because that fighter that you so passionate about looking like shit. That ain't a we problem. That ain't a y'all problem. That's that fighter's problem. And what you need to be boisterous to that fighter. Yo, champ, so many people out here for you, man, but I gotta be honest, man, you moving a little funny. Y'all ain't doing that. None of y'all. There's a few, like a polka dot. Few that keep honest. I know who they are. And I can count them all on fucking one hand and won't go over to the next. We all know who they are. Shout out to Doug Whiteside for being the president of the realest Devin Haney fucking fans. He's honest. It ain't too many. Honesty is helping your favorite fighter. Honesty and respect for all these damn fighters. All these fighters, no matter if you want somebody to get their ass whipped or not. The respect and not talking down on them. It's good for them. And it's good for the sport. Fuck all that controversy bullshit. Leave that shit to Hollywood. This is fucking boxing. That's why I says it play right, cause y'all done turned it into fucking Hollywood, Hollybox. That's what the fuck y'all done turned it into, Holly fucking box. And I'm at the goddamn front line with boxing y'all heads the fuck off. Who want it? Come and get it. I'm standing up for the righteous cause of boxing. Anybody want to go to war about that? Let's start it, bitch. I'm with it. Move all you motherfucking unrighteous, boxing minded, low fucking fake ass energy motherfuckers out the way. You're not good for the sport. You're not good for the sport. You're not good for the fighters. You're hurting it. That's why I can't move up. Dummies. Got anything to add on to that, bruh? Oh, Bill been fucking up
I
his
was
son career.
on. I was talking to somebody on the phone, but I heard you basically talking about these weird ass boxing fans. I have my own angle and take on them. I think that they're very weird. They, like you said, they're fans of their fighters. They're not fans of the sport. You have fighter fans out here that are protecting the fighter and are making arguments for why they should duck and avoid certain fights because, oh, it's not profitable to their career. I mean, well, that's not for you to fucking say. You're not a manager. You're a fan. Stay in that position. Our job as the fans is to put pressure on these motherfuckers to make the fights. Your job is not to sit up there and pat your fighter on the back and give them a way out or an excuse to not fight. Your job is to put pressure on them. And that's one of the big problems I have with fans of this era. You niggas are weird. You're not getting any money from them. You get nothing from encouraging them to avoid and duck, but you do it anyway. I mean, what's wrong with you niggas? What do you watch this sport for? Do you not like? I watched like that. Like when I watched the second Wilder Fury fight live, I think that might be the first real big fight I've ever seen live. That feeling I got where my motherfucking blood pressure was up crush and I could hear my heart ringing in my ears. I was excited. That's what I live for as a fan, whether it be in football, basketball, baseball, boxing, whatever. That's what I want to see. I want to see the biggest matchups. But these niggas, I don't know what they watch. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get what they get from encouraging niggas to not take fights and giving them the way out of saying, well, that's not profitable right now. He's right not to take that fight. Nah. If it's Shakur, if it's Keyshawn, if it's whoever, if they got an offer in front of them to fight and make big money and win belts and they turn that shit down, you need to put pressure on them. And that's my
Facts.
take. That's my take. Crush the legend. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then another thing, y'all be making these guys seem like they more than what their market value is worth.
Yep.
As far as
Yep.
inside the ring.
By telling them my bad crap by telling them not to take certain fights. Who the fuck is Shakur to turn down 4 belts undisputed and his biggest payday ever? Now look at the position he's in.
Yup, stunning his own growth.
Think about literally
Listen,
think about the position he could have been in if he had beat
hold,
Devin Haney, and now he's a free agent out of Top Rank. But you want to listen to these bullshit ass fans like they know shit about boxing. They don't know shit about boxing. Now look at you. But yeah, that's my take. Crush the legend. That's my take. Cause me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even like to have discourse with a lot of people anymore about boxing. I really don't. It's always turns back to something that don't got nothing to do with boxing. Whether it's be, well, this dude don't sell as much as this, or well, why should he get that fight? Or oh no, this dude ain't fought this dude, so he don't deserve to fight this dude. Like, bruh, I don't understand y'all. I don't understand y'all. Y'all just want to sit up there and I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. But hey, Crush the Legend. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if Crush can hear me. But either which way, I agree. You new niggas, y'all are destroying the sport. And I would not be opposed if we loaded you niggas onto some ships and shipped y'all off to Madagascar. Just put y'all on some motherfucking boats and planes and ship y'all the fuck on over there. No Wi-Fi. Don't let you niggas get on no apps. Sick of you bastards. Sick of you. But enough on them. They're gonna do what they do. They are some hoes, in my opinion. I don't want to interact with them on any level. I don't want to interact with any of their opinions. But moving on, back to this Fury versus Usyk epicness on a level. I know people are probably gonna roll their eyes at me, but this is the fight of our era, man. This is Usyk Fury. This is the fight we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about that crazy bioengineered human from Ukraine that was bred to kill Russians. And then we're going to talk about that fighting 6'9" fat gypsy who's been fighting since he was a child. This is the story of our era. Here, my island ass. I'm speaking of goddamn facts, BC. However you feel about it. Ready to put niggas on boats. You goddamn right I'm ready to put niggas on boats. Just like what Hitler wanted to do to the Jews. Send those bastards to Madagascar and put a wall around them. Don't let them interact with no life outside that wall. I speak the facts. I'm not being dramatic. Hmm. Bunch of bastards. They ruin everything. That's the one thing I like about football. You can't duck. and you got to play your games, and you're gonna get a chance to prove it. In boxing, you gotta wait years before your favorite fighter or before you see a fighter prove it. It's slow and sluggish, and it's like, bro, what's the point in investing my time in this? I mean, it is what it is, Jay Gibson. Usyk was out there on the front lines. They said Usyk was out there taking scalps. They said after what Usyk did out there in the field, they put $100 million bag on his head. That's that, or excuse me, not 100, but $1 million bag on his head. I mean, hey, I don't know what you want me to do with that. The man was bred for war and conflict. I don't know if Crush the Legend can hear me. I don't know if he's going to be looking out for the Penn State game today. Big time matchup we have in PA. Penn State at home against SMU college football playoffs. Dun dun da da dun da 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 dun da 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 da. Big time matchup. Trying to get my food. It's about an hour and a half before game time. Can the Penn State Lions, for the first time in their history, do something significant? Or will it be mediocrity as per usual? Or not mediocrity, but just, I mean, yeah, mediocrity. You're not better than Ohio State or Michigan. You're not, and you don't win shit. You don't ever do nothing. Ever. Respectfully. So can today they beat an SMU team that people were trying to make the argument didn't deserve to be in? You know, that lost to their two ranked opponents on their schedule, being BYU and Clemson. Can they go into Penn State, where I believe it? Crush the I don't know if Crush can hear me, but Crush, is it snowing out there in PA? Because I think they said yesterday it's going to be a snow game. It's going to be an ice bowl. Let's see, Penn State weather. Nope. So it is mostly cloudy. Um, it is 25 degrees. Oh my God. So it looks like there's not going to be any, well, there's a low chance of snow tonight. But yeah, the game comes on in an hour and a half. Great matchup. You live in New York? Okay, so it did snow. I don't know. I was hoping to see a snow bowl yesterday for Notre Dame, Indiana. I wanted to see some snow games, but it is what it is. It's cold as shit out there. I know it's hard for those young men as they go off into battle, as they get ready for war on the field. You see, I'm about to hit a dead spot. Hopefully, it does not kick me from the StreamYard Live, but I'm going to keep talking until that point comes. Big time matchups. Curtis Rourke in Indiana last night, they went out sad. They came back to at least make the score look respectable. I mean, even though people are going to delegitimize their season, they're the most losingest program in history ever. In the history of college football, they have lost the most games all time. And in their first year with this new head coach, he takes them to a college football playoff berth. So huge credit to them. I give them a lot of props.
Uh, I'm back, y'all. I was moving some stuff around in the house, so I ain't know Marky Dan dropped off. So excuse me for a minute. Shit. But hey, y'all. I'm still here. I just moved some stuff around in the house, and I didn't want to interrupt the cooking. I couldn't cook while I was moving some things around. They about to decorate here in the house, so uh, I had to move some furniture around and stuff, and pull up Christmas decorations. So I didn't want to. Thought Marky Dan was still holding it down, but y'all still here. Thank you for still being here, man. But actually, it's speaking of the weather, it's actually light snowing here right now as we speak. It's very cold. It's windy, and it's flurrying here in Philadelphia. It did we had some snow and rain for a few hours last night, and it stopped. And actually, just been snowing just for about as long as I've been away from the live. So yeah, it's definitely cold. So don't go out if you don't have to. Um, I know some of us still gotta do some Christmas shopping. I still gotta go out, but I ain't gonna do that until later. But other than that, I'm back, man, and I had to run outside and do some stuff too. So I'm back inside. I gotta take a sip of this hot stuff, man. Shoot. Good thing I got one of these kettle cups that keep your coffee hot for a nice period of time. And this kettle cup gets up to 6 hours, but I say really about 4. But yeah. So definitely boxing has been a playwright recently. Definitely a lot of crazy stuff happened this year of boxing in 2024. Definitely things been happening. What things took place. A lot of fights didn't take place. A lot of controversies. A lot of alleged ducking. A lot of actual ducking going on. So it's been a lot going on. But besides that, we did get some good fights throughout the year. But those few cons that I spoke on really spoiled the year that 2024 should have been. The prediction for this year of boxing was up, and it was doing good until a lot of things started happening around. I say about the middle of the year, things started going the other way, and here we are now, and we still not getting fights that we wanted to see. There's still going to be fights that we're never going to get. The proof is out there. You can tell that some fights we're just not going to get. Y'all need to, as fans, that's realize that no matter what you want to see, we're not going to get every fight we want to see. We're not. Um, and I don't have a problem with with that reality because that's what it simply is, no more, no less. Let me see. So we up here. We got 125 up on here. What else? Hold up. Where my light at? Where my lighter? So Master Anyway has 10 days to respond to his Mando, who is MJ. Now we know MJ. We know MJ called Monster out at this last win. Monster basically said, I ain't scared of him. And, he got done this way by his opponent, but he didn't say he was willing to fight him. More so sounded like I ain't interested in fighting him. I ain't scared of him, but what I need to fight him for. Well, Monster NUA fans and Monster NUA, you have to fight him because he's your mandatory. So let's see if Monster Inoue responds to being ordered to fight MJ, who is his mandatory, which I think will be a barn burner. It should be without even the fight even being in play yet, but that matchup should be one of the fights of 2025. So I'm waiting to see and hear an update on if Monster already responded, and this just came out within the past couple days. So let's see. So let's say Monster has 8 business days to respond to that. And see what happens. But look, I appreciate y'all coming through for this morning. What's up, Quee? I'm about to close out, but I roll for a minute. It's talking about how much of a playwright boxing has become. And we've been saying it all through 2024, if no other year before that, since 2020, if no other year has shown you evidence that boxing is a goddamn playwright and so many people is playing a part of it. If not 2024, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of exposure came out this year. Exactly. And that's what it's been, Quee. You know it just as well as I do. They constantly talking about the same old thing, the same old fighters, the same old goddamn problem. They all playing a part in these fights not happening for from the fighters who ain't taking the fight to their whole damn side. I'm getting tired of it. It's a big ass playwright. Boxing isn't boxing anymore. You know, um, we not in that era, sadly, anymore. And that's the reality of it. And that's what I was talking about. Um, Marky Dan was up, co-hosting for a minute. Talked about Usyk and Fury, which I think the fix is in for a trilogy playwright. Um, and just a few other things, but it's a hot mess, Quee. It's a hot freaking mess, and I can't take it. I can't take it. So I'm very careful about where I go and travel in these boxing streets because some places it's just not for me. Yes, it has become horrible, Quee. It's these goddamn fans. That's where we need to start from. A lot of these fans and some content creators are bad for the sport. And the reason why they bad for the sport because they pushing out hate. Boxing, conversation of boxing, a debate, whatever type of conversation on boxing that you have should not include hate. It should not include battering another fighter's name to build up somebody else's name. It's not about you not being honest to yourself and to these fighters or fighters that you say you're a fan of because you lying to your favorite fighter is not helping them. It don't help the sport either. And that's the reason why boxing is not a major sport no more. And they don't understand it. Keep it, and it shouldn't even be nothing personal. They don't even know these people. Right, Quee? But it shouldn't be nothing personal in the first place. What did these fighters ever do to them? Not a damn thing. I don't have a personal problem with none of them. But some of the shit that they say and did, I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with Tio because he a racist. I like to put my foot in his ass, but I'm gonna keep it boxing when I speak on him. Yeah, what that same question goes for myself. Hey, what do I know? What do we know? Oh, according to them, we don't know a damn thing. Well, when last time they looked in the motherfucking mirror and realized who the fuck they should be talking to? Because they should be talking to themselves with that nonsense. Prize fighter, what's up, man? I'm just shooting a gift, man. I gotta, I gotta get it uninterrupted in on Saturday, man. So yeah, between 9 and 10 on Saturdays, I'm going to do my thing. Y'all get the notification. Y'all ain't busy. Come on through. If not, check the playback. I understand. It ain't nothing but love because nothing but family rocks out with me. Everybody that subscribed to me and come and check me out or even check out the playbacks, y'all family. So I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Y'all know how I do, man. Prize, who you got winning the fight tonight, man? Who you going with? I'm going with Usyk, but I think the fixing, I think the playwright is in for a damn trilogy, which I don't want to see another trilogy. Not with Tyson Fury in it. Why I need to see, and who would want to see Tyson Fury involved in another trilogy? Not the fuck me. All right, not me at all. Um, I enjoyed the trilogy with him and Wilder. I don't need to see him in another trilogy. So hopefully, the playwright goes wrong and Usyk wins this fight. Like I think he will win this fight. Um, Tyson Fury can go ahead and retire. You know, he's a funny dude though. I like to hear him talk his shit. I ain't gonna hold you. He's entertaining. No matter what he is, he's entertaining. He can fight. But if I'm going to miss his ass if he retire, I want Usyk to beat his ass into retirement. It's time for him to go anyway. Look, the retirement plan is out on a few fighters, and he's one of them. Okay? He's leading the goddamn pack. Yes, the retirement plan, time to go, time to hang him up. You don't owe nobody else shit. He's one of them. Canelo, time for him to retire. Bud, if he don't get one more, Bud can go ahead and retire, pound for pound. Probably and most likely, and people have been saying he's the best fighter of his era. We will miss him. But the fuck, Bud ain't got nothing else to prove. But if he can get one more paycheck, that's what he out for. Hopefully he get it. But if not, it's time for him to retire. EJ, it's time for EJ to retire. But we're gonna see what he looks like when he steps back into the ring. But you know, he's at that door too. Um, it's a few guys. Some of these guys we will miss, and most likely we probably won't because they might still be around as commentators and things like that. But it's definitely time because some of these fighters, intentionally or not, they're holding up the sport. They stopping the growth of the sport that is much needed in all factions. Um, and get out the way, man. It's time for the next. It's time for the next generation. They here. It's their time. I mean, and like I said, a few of these guys that's still around, they don't need to do nothing else, man. So I hope some of these guys go ahead and retire. Yeah, I won't miss Fury. The only thing I won't miss about him, and I can find it on YouTube, is him talking shit. But I won't miss him being in the motherfucking ring. Definitely not. A few we will miss, but I'm pretty sure they will still be around, not forcibly be around. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's time for a few of them to go ahead and hang them up. And then did they think? And it's a few more. Their time is coming close. And crazy part, people jumped on think about retirement you know, and jumped on him about it. But y'all don't like this guy. So if he want to retire, he can go ahead and fucking retire. I definitely will miss him because I wanted to see more, but he gave me what he gave me. And I ain't complaining a bit. I ain't complaining a bit. Because the fighters that I love to watch, and I love to watch the sport, because most of these people, they just fan of fighters, they're not fan of the sport. Exactly, exactly. Point given and taken. These youngsters get their ass in the ring and stop all this talking and get their ass in the ring with each other. That's the most important thing. This is another thing that's hurting the goddamn sport. Y'all not helping it. I don't give a damn. Ain't it shouldn't be no Keyshawn and goddamn Tank Davis talks. It should not. Y'all don't get it. Hey, don't get me wrong. I feel where y'all coming from. Oh, yes. It's good entertainment. It's good entertainment, but for real, it should not be no talks. Listen, I'm going to say this loud and fucking clear. Freedom of speech, my ass. There's a limit to your goddamn freedom of speech. So since freedom of speech ain't really fucking free, well, let me be free, let me be damn free to say this. You hurt the sport of boxing, you fucking goddamn fanboys, fangirls, and whatever. You hurt the sport of boxing when y'all do this shit. Alright? I don't give a damn what they say. Keyshawn don't need to be in no talks or calling out none of your fucking elites. I don't give a damn who it is. He ain't in a goddamn class. So if it wasn't right for Boots Ennis to be calling out the motherfucking old school when they was still there, when it wasn't none of his goddamn business, he ain't had no business trying to interrupt and get in there between EJ and goddamn Terrence Crawford while they was talking about making they goddamn fight. That shit was between them. So if it wasn't fucking right for goddamn Boots, it ain't right for motherfucking Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis ain't Tank's motherfucking business. Keyshawn Davis really ain't Shakur Stevenson's business outside of them being Boots some fucking buddies. Keyshawn Davis ain't Teofimo fucking business. He ain't Devin Haney's motherfucking business. He ain't none of those dudes' business. I'm talking my shit. Share this the fuck out. Who won it? It's Saturday. I got time. Bang, bang. This is why boxing is fucked up and y'all hurting the damn sport. Y'all think y'all cooking. Y'all cooking the fucking sport. Y'all so damn arrogant. Your heads is up y'all asses with all the meat eating and all y'all smelling and eating your own shit. You don't even realizing what you doing. No matter if you getting a fucking dollar or not. Now cook on that. Debate the fuck that. They go for everybody that fit the fucking shoes, the socks, the underwear, the goddamn pants, the goddamn shirt, and the fucking jacket. You want hat and gloves to go with it too, bitch? That's why boxing ain't fucking growing. Cause y'all partaking in this shit that stunts the growth of boxing with y'all hating asses. None of y'all ain't following the fucking code. Cause y'all tearing down another so-called black American. Y'all talk that black shit. Get out of here with that black shit. Black means black. It don't mean a people, a nation, and none of that. Black means what the fuck the color of this goddamn screen is. Nothing else. But since if you want to talk about black being equated to peoples, then y'all ain't following motherfucking code. Cause y'all sitting up there tearing down other black goddamn fighters, you goddamn hypocrites. Talk shit. And y'all fucking play a part of it. Top content creators, everybody's fucking favorite. Yeah, y'all do. Fucking up the goddamn sport. Respectfully. And I ain't got nothing personal against none of y'all, but I got a personal problem with the way y'all moving for this sport. Y'all fucking it up. Yo, y'all make sure y'all share this shit out. This is a fucking cook they shit in the mist. That ain't cool because they going off of fucking popularity. That's what's wrong with y'all. How popular y'all? Y'all worrying about somebody else's popularity. You worrying about somebody else being the face of boxing, arguing about somebody else's popularity. We're about your own goddamn popularity. Oh, he's the face. He's the face. He's the face. Why the fuck you worrying about him being a motherfucking face? What the fuck you the face of? What's your family the face of? If you worried about your children being the face of any goddamn thing, y'all be doing too much. They be doing too much, man. It's a big ass playwright. Man, listen. And just like UTFO said back in the day, this is not an opinion, it's a stated fact. Believe that. Shout out to UTFO hip hop goddamn legends. A quote that resonate with everything that I'm saying. Smash the like button as you come on in, and then if you're a hater, smash the dislike button. Y'all do the same for me, cause I ain't worrying about y'all asses. Cause I know y'all watching, y'all just ain't gonna come in the chat. Yeah, keep your asses in the bleachers. That's where you're safe at. Cause y'all know I ain't going for that bull crap over here. Not at all. Tommy Hill in the building. Bruce Gas back in the building. What are they doing? They hurting the damn sport. Big ass playwright. Everybody playing a role. Well, I hope you get your motherfucking Oscars. I hope y'all get your Oscars. Hope you get your Oscars. Sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. Anybody, the link should still be up there if anybody want to come up. But this is nonsense. This needs to stop. And I'm all for the fight. I'm on the righteous side of boxing. That's what I'm on. And I ain't going for these fools that's on the opposite side. I ain't going for it. If I'm going to be partaking in this sport, I'm on their ass. Nothing personal, just fun and business. Don't take it personal. Crush is never personal. You can never make me get personal. But I got a certain style adapt to it, motherfucker. Whatever I'm into, I'm aggressive and tactical and dangerous at the same time. Everything that I attack. God damn it, you better check my fucking resume. Shit. God damn. Tommy Hill in the building. Tommy Hill, my brother's on chills. What's going on, bruh?
Man, Crush, you out there just cooking hibachi style, man. Teriyaki style, freaking Mongolian
Uh,
style. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
You just
Sensei.
on that
I
grill.
call you the Sensei of your mind.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
Oh man, I'm sitting here enjoying it, man. I don't think people really want to click the link because you're on fire right now, man. You just giving them that unadulterated fact, bro. A lot of these people, man, they worried about the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's from the fan all the way up to the freaking promoter, man. Hell, I understand that the promoter's in there to make money, man, but you know what I'm saying? If you truly want to make the money, then you start building towards the fights that people really, really want to pay for. A lot of people get upset with certain folks just because they feel they ain't fighting nobody. But a lot of times it's not even the fighter that don't get the fights or don't want the fights. It's just the way they scale the business. And unfortunately, man, I'm gonna take this because he's one of the people that's usually a hot topic, man. And I root for him too. That's the coldest part about it. But sometimes fandom just get in the way and people start scaling off differently. But Devin Haney, the reason why there's a court case, bro, and this is the honest God fact, the look that happened in the ring, the build up before the fight, and the look that happened in the ring. You know, you had somebody that they deemed was an exhibition fighter, was a mascara kind of fighter, covered up, made up, not really all that good substance underneath the compound and all of the stuff that they put on the face. But the dude actually got skill, bro. He actually got power, and like he's dangerous, man. Anytime you can end a fight with one punch, that's somebody you got to be worried about because you could be dominating the fight, and then next thing you know, wham, one punch land, and the whole damn direction, the whole trajectory of the fight changes. We saw this in Ashton Silva. Ashton Silva was dominating Lucas' body, dominating. This dude
Mm-hmm.
could not do anything with Lucas. I mean, Ashton Silva, and the next thing you know, man, one punch, and it was different. So like they didn't think because first and foremost, it's been a constant it show, a it show on Tank, man. That that victory that Tank had, where it looked relatively easy, was like Ryan just sauce. So they didn't really believe him or perceive him to be that much of a threat, even though he was in the ring with him. It's like, well, if this little nigga did it, then I'm definitely gonna do it. And then it didn't look like he was taking this fight serious. He was talking crazy, was doing crazy stuff, partying, not even caring about training, which we saw in the ring because he didn't look like he was in good condition. He couldn't really sustain anything of substance, and that's why he was losing a good portion of the rounds because the Mickey Fricky was out of shape. But the look that happened, the meme that happened, my main man Mex, he got a, and Gertz had it too. He got a face of like a super blown up face where they like mark up the look of Spence as a profile pic. The meme and the subsequent belief of fans after the fight is why they don't really want to take fights that might cause them. It's the real reason why Loma didn't want to fight with Tank. It's the real reason why uh, such fights ain't getting made, man. And then like you said, all the rest of the stuff proliferates off of that. So now people got to build up to get people's eyes on them. So what we do, we call out people, we go at people, not fully intending on fighting people, not right now. Now I'm not saying that they sometimes want to fight them, but they might not just want to fight them right then and there. And that be ruling the people too. But like you said, all you gotta do is go in the ring and put it down. Like all roads lead to the fight if you just go in the ring and put it down. And that's what people need to do. We need to respect people who get in that ring and put it down. Stop criticizing, hyper criticizing, doing things that like speak against people, especially people of our own background, dog, our own culture. Like we tear people down, and that's not cool. And the fighters tear people down. You got promoters doing things dirty to certain people. I don't know how you feel about the damn job that happened with Jalil Hackett, but to me,
Right.
what was worse than the actual fight was what was said afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, you got his dad coming in here saying a whole different thing, man. I'm not gonna believe that dude over his dad, especially when he
Right.
been known to have a forked tongue and talk snake, dog. I don't listen to somebody talk snake against somebody that's a straight shooter that say, you know what, man, you know what, we knew that this was a part of the fight game. You can go in there. You might even have a good chance of dominating the fight and still come up with a loss. We know that that's the thing, but we trying to get better fights so we can get better opportunities. You got to respect somebody that's coming in like that. And when they tell you that we was good, we wasn't passing out, we wasn't doing that, I'm gonna listen to them. I'm not gonna listen to somebody that, you know what I'm saying, maybe know his fighter got a bad deal, but he didn't want his fighter to go that route. He wanted his fighter to do a more easier fight. And they went against him and against the grain and said, "No, we want this guy," and it didn't go your way. So you throw him under the bus, and that's what we have fans doing. My bad. We got fans throwing people underneath the bus. We got fans over there talking greasy upon people They're not recognizing the damn work ethic that takes place to be in a ring, the dedication, the sacrifice, man. The fortitude that it takes, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in there willing to put your life on the line. And that's not easy to do. And people say, well, you're going to be all right if you get in a boxing ring. You don't know that. You don't know that. I remember there was a video of a boxer, man. He used to work with his sister. His sister used to help him train. The next thing you know, the dude was paralyzed. And
Yeah.
she's still by his side helping him. He getting a little bit better, but man, you know what I'm saying? He left that ring thinking he was gonna be okay. He went to the hospital, and then next thing you know, his whole life changed. So man, we gotta stop doing people like that, and we gotta stop doing it for clout, being popular, being famous, so we can be Instagram famous, Twitter famous, Facebook famous. What's the other one? TikTok famous, StreamYard famous, whatever kind of famous, man. You know what I'm
Kyle
saying?
Cooler salute.
Hey, Cal Cooler, the
Go ahead.
general. Shout out to my good brother, man. No. So, man, I don't want to come up in here and disrupt your cook, bro. You was out there cooking,
No,
man. You
no,
giving.
bro. You come up here and you cook. You don't disrupt nothing, bro. You cook it. That's what I do. You fan, bro. Listen, y'all. Listen, when y'all come up here, y'all can cook as long as y'all want. Cause I'm only giving a link to motherfuckers that I fuck with. You know
You
what I
know,
mean? So you ain't disrupting nothing, bro. You cooking. Everybody loves to hear Tommy talk, man. So you cooking, bro. You ain't disrupting nothing, my man. Cook
no, no,
on
no.
as long as you want.
No, I was just saying that fire and that passion is what got them flames over there by my main man, Jay Gibb, dog. Shout out TWT, the winning team. Hey, shout out Quick say everyone got a plan until they get punched in the face, and that's Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was damn right about that. My man had a
Yes, they
plan,
do.
thought it was right. And that's the thing, too, Crush. I want to say this about that fight, too. He was dominating the rounds, bro. And then what he was doing to dominate the rounds got countered. And people don't want to give that the true credit that it deserves. Like what he was doing to win those rounds got countered. And once he realized that what I did to control this fight no longer could work, he went to something that he thought would probably help him. So man, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta. I mean, I don't hate on the kid, bro. I don't hate on him at all, man. I know he say some things that I know he don't really, really believe. But I mean, this is the society we in. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, since you was in the music industry, bro, as a dancer, some people used to front to make it they press they buzz a little bit bigger. Saying that they got all this and all that, but most of it either costume, jewelry, or props, right? They ain't really living that life. Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people doing that now because there are some who make it with this phone. This phone make them stars. And then it's like challenges. Challenges is what you see in a freaking boxing. So boxing can be like relatable to challenges, the latest challenge. Oh, this nigga's doing this. Let me show you I could do it better. Oh, he's doing
Right.
this. Let me ride off of his buzz. Matter of fact, I'll use his wave to go on and create my own wave. It's like when you running in
Correct.
a race, bro. You behind them, you catching off they drag. It makes it less difficult for you to run because they're blocking the path of flow of wind. So you want to get off of them. So it's like that everywhere, every format. We only hate on certain folks because of their look of them. When other people's do it, we don't ever question it. Look, bro, Tank definitely got to fight people. Devin definitely got to fight people. T.O. definitely got to fight people. Ryan definitely got to fight people. Shakur definitely got to fight people. Canelo definitely got to fight people. We give Canelo a pass because of his long tenure and who he has fought in the past. But yo, he been not fighting Benavidez, who has deserved it for the longest. And we're willing to slice that over and say, what has he done? Man, he's put himself in a position to be the number one contender. That's what he's done. He deserved to fight.
Yep.
What's
And
the
we
court done?
and we
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
We mess up and this is why I say we messing up the sport because rightfully David Benavidez deserves to fight with Canelo, not Terence Crawford.
For
And
sure.
this is no shot at Bud, who I fucked with Bud, always did, you know. Found out he was the better between him and Spence. Still love Spence the same fucking way. One of my
That's
favorite
facts.
fighters beat my other favorite fighter. No problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But come on. We can't be doing this, people. This is what I mean by it's damn playwright and y'all be messing up the sport. Because no matter how much we want to see Bud do his thing, because he's so exciting, he's poetry in motion in that ring, hands down, no doubt. But when it comes to reality, with someone really deserves it, Canelo and Bud never been in the same hemisphere as far as weight and even
Say that
career.
one more again, bro. Never been in the same hemisphere as far as weight. And when I say weight, like you say, not only are we talking about pounds, we talking about skin in the game, bro.
Exactly.
You got
So Bud is a different time frame. He's a different time from Canelo, just like Boots was from Bud and Spence and Thurman and Sean Porter and all of them. Because I was one of the very few saying no, Boots don't get none of that. When that shit was fresh before they got up to the Spence fight. When he first I said, no, he don't deserve none of that. Mm-mm. He's a freshman. These guys is in their senior year. This is between them. He ain't got nothing to do with that. And then he ain't do anything to jump, skip, and quantum leap into that.
Yep, man, you
So
cooking,
what are we
bro.
talking about?
You
So
said,
what
my
are we
man,
talking about? But see,
man,
I'm the only guy from Philly that would say that. I don't give a damn about how these other cats feel. And I still got love for them. But I'm going
yeah,
to
no
keep it
doubt.
real.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
ain't fluffing up a damn thing but my goddamn boots, and I don't even fluff them up.
Put some polish on
You
them
know what I
now.
mean?
Yeah,
So it's bad for the sport.
it is.
Fanboys, fangirls,
It is.
fanboy, fangirl content creator is not helping the sport.
Nah, man, that's
No,
fact.
these people got to stay in their damn lane. Keyshawn is not in the same lane as Shakur and T.O. and Tank and Devin. He's not. He got fucking goddamn Andy Cruz problems. Tito Mercado, who's one of the first guys that say he had no motherfucking chin. Yeah, y'all don't talk about that.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all don't talk about that. But then y'all say Andy Cruz don't deserve nothing. Keyshawn ain't been in the game too much longer than fucking Andy Cruz. They in the same class. What y'all ass is talking about? So he need to be building himself up to that because he ain't that. He's not. He's supposed to be working himself up to that. Stop jumping on the goddamn tip of the head of the fast track. Y'all riding it too much. Stop being and promoting that fast track and shit. Cause everybody don't deserve to be fast tracked. They need to put in the fucking work. And people argue what work did he put in, but sometimes people that do exist when sometimes these fighters say, well, what did he fucking do? Sometimes they be right, not all the time, but goddamn, ain't a broken clock fucking right twice a day, bitch. So what are we talking about? Y'all killing the sport. You feed the cat? No, go, you can feed it. Y'all killing the goddamn sport. No, kill them fucking talks. Stop promoting that bullshit. Keyshawn need to mind his fucking business. That ain't his damn business. He got Abdullah Masons and all these type of guys to worry about. No disrespect to Schofield, but Schofield should be getting in the ring with Keyshawn. What the fuck we talking about? But I said plenty of times, I know most of y'all here heard me say this. Been saying it for the fucking longest on repeat, year after year after year. These goddamn fighters keep messing around. And they're gonna wind up getting in the ring with guys they shouldn't even be getting in the ring with. That's facts, and that's no disrespect to those fighters. And fuck around and get their ass handed. All of them is a set. All of them, even take all of them. So you better watch how you fucking move, and then that's when y'all going to get. Oh, here come the hate. Here come the. Oh, it was a fucking setup. Or if that person went, oh man, he wasn't supposed to be in there with him anyway. Well, if he wasn't supposed to be in there with him anyway, don't fucking give him credit and don't discredit him for fucking for him beating the motherfucker. You already fucking know. But that's what y'all asked for, and then y'all go complain about it afterwards. For what? What did you get out of it? Nothing. You just helped somebody fuck their career up. You know the song about Brand Nubian, punks jump up to get beat down. That's what y'all doing with these damn fighters, just doing the building, the guru.
Man,
The voice.
my man said brand new. That's my
Y'all, that's what y'all be having these goddamn fighters on, promoting this nonsense. Stop fast tracking. You fake ass managers, you fake ass goddamn matchmakers, y'all fucking the sport up. That's why boxing's where it's at. Y'all all part of the goddamn play, right? It gets worse and worse every goddamn day. I gotta put motherfucking goddamn whiteout in a spray can to white out all that bullshit that y'all putting out there. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all ain't helping these fighters, and y'all ain't motherfucking helping the damn sport. Matter of fact, you're sending some of your favorite fighters to the goddamn grill. You're putting them on the goddamn grill, and you don't even realize it. Slow down. See, these fighters can't stand their fucking lane because you goddamn fans can't stand your lane as a goddamn fan, as an honest fan. Y'all got to bring the hate into it. Keep that hate with your goddamn fucked up relationship. Don't bring that shit over the goddamn boxing. Don't bring your personal energy over the boxing because all that hate that you got for other fighters and tearing them down and shitting on them. Oh, you supposed to be for the black man, but you're tearing them goddamn down along with everybody else. Oh yeah, you just like the motherfuckers that killed Malcolm and Marcus, your own goddamn people. Now what the fuck you gonna do about it? Not a damn thing, cause I tell you again, you've been doing it. You all know who the hell you are. Fuck your feelings. There it is, mic check. You got angry issues. I ain't angry about shit. I ain't saying you got, I said you have angry issues. I would have to be an angry person to have anger issues. Do you comprehend what you're saying out your own mouth? See, this is my life, y'all. Every day I got to cook motherfuckers. Not even on boxing. See, I got to cook my sister because she fucking with me. This is my life, y'all. I can't escape it. I go out the door, I'm getting into a debate. Nobody is about a fucking car, sneakers, a fight coming up, a fight that's happening, a fucking girl, something goddamn, a goddamn boogie, a goddamn sandwich. This is my life.
hey.
I got to start taxing their asses for it. I should be goddamn Daffy Warbucks rich. I'm starting to tax you motherfuckers for this shit. You can't tax me, I ain't got no fucking money. God damn.
Hey, hey, crush you was hard. You're
Hey, that's my sister. Listen, man, I come from that type of family, bro. We not troublemakers or nothing, but we are candid motherfuckers, man. I can't help it. I be trying to hold it in sometimes, but it's like a backed up nut. You just gotta get it off some kind of fucking way.
man.
However, you gotta get it off. You gotta let it out.
Okay, so let's have a conversation, man. Shout out to you, by the way, man. Brand Nubian used to be my ish. I used to bump that ish like all damn day. You know what I'm saying? Let's say this, man, because I know that is the narrative that often gets pushed. What has a person done? See, I don't feel like it's a good fight for me to see Canelo versus Bud. But if Bud really wants to fight and he believes he can win, why not make the fight, bro? If they're willing to make the fight, let's see it. Let's see how it play out.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. I definitely wouldn't turn it down, but
would
you
I
know, I'm just
rather
saying
the
what actually
Benavides?
makes sense.
Yeah, but would I rather the Benavides fight because of what he's done to deserve the fight, and then also him being in the same weight class, not having to scale up like 3 weight classes? Yeah, because it's in line with what we would want to see in a regular thing. But I mean, I'm not opposed to Bud getting in the ring. Bud might show me something different. You know what I'm saying? It
But
might go
you
the
know
way that
what?
I think. He might show me something. Go ahead, Crush. My bad.
Even though what I said, but guess what this is? Because I would definitely watch the fight. I definitely would pay for it. Because there's certain fights I pay for. Then there's certain fights I don't pay for. Fuck it. It is what it is. I got my fighters
What
I
is it?
pay for. I pay for Bud. I pay for Spence. I pay for fucking goddamn Tank. You know, I even pay for some Canelo shit, Deontay Wilder. I got the ones I pay for. Then the ones I don't
Yeah.
think that's worthy of paying for, I ain't paying for it. But
No.
anyway, the good thing about this, if it does happen, the reason why I don't have a problem with it, even though it's not necessary, but guess what it is, people? Because what I said is actual facts. But you know what that is? That's a fucking fantasy match coming to fruition. You understand what I'm saying? That's a
No, no, fact.
fantasy match coming into fruition. So I don't have a problem saying an actual fantasy fucking match coming into fruition that somewhat makes more sense than not. And it makes sense. The only thing is that weight thing, but goddamn it, if you got the skill to climb the hill, go do
For
it.
sure.
But
For
just
sure.
don't climb too goddamn much. But if this the way
That's a
that
fact.
Mr. Pound for Pound, the best of this era, wants to go out, I have no problem with seeing it. If they're going to make this fantasy match happen, it's great for boxing, and I give nothing but kudos to the both of them. If the fight happened, am I going to be talking about it happening? No, because I don't do that. I'm only talking about things that signed, sealed, and it's going to be delivered. It's yours,
Facts.
like Tila White. God damn it! What y'all
Facts.
know about Tila White? Y'all want to go to school today? I got some time, man. I can take y'all
Take
to
your
hip
time.
hop
Take
school,
your
wherever
time.
y'all want to go, baby. Man, listen. Y'all notice I use a lot of music in my metaphors when I be talking this boxing shit. I'm pretty sure y'all noticed that. Cause they go hand in hand with me. They're my two favorite things. But yeah, man. Fantasy match come true, yes. So and even though some people would say, well, Canelo does it, it's Duncan Benavidez, but I can't call it a dunk because it's actually a fantasy match. You know what I mean? Fantasy matches we ain't gonna never see. So we can see a fantasy match, yeah, and then the age difference ain't so far off. You understand they're around the same age, you know, no matter who's a couple years older. Yeah, so why not? So for the sake of a fantasy match, which is something that I probably would think I will only be able to play on undisputed when I decide to buy the game, I'm gonna buy it after the holidays. Um, I love to see it. I love to see it. It that'd be dope. So if that's what Canelo's thinking about doing and not fighting Benavidez, I ain't gonna beat him up about it because he wound up giving Terrence Crawford fans something that they wanted. Salute to all Terrence Crawford fans. And that's something that everybody in boxing will watch. You know, even though we talk about the difference in the weight and everything, but we ain't that's the only thing we worrying about is the weight. But he does have the skill set. The only thing we worrying about the weight and how his power would carry and how much punch resistance he would have at that weight class. But other than that, he does have the skills to win. All right. So you get the pros and the cons of it, and it all equals out to a good point, you know. So I wouldn't mind saying it. So if that's what they lean into, and it looked like that's what they lean into, I think they should concentrate on it. Don't let nothing leak out in the media. When it's signed, sealed, delivered, then bring it out, talk your shit. Everybody come to the pod while it's going down, and then we're gonna have a fight. And I'm going to enjoy it either way. But yeah, I wouldn't mind saying it, and I think it's a possibility that that may happen. I kind of feel that it's more of a chance happening now than I thought before. So yeah, because we broke it down and brought clear reality to what the fight would be. um, I don't have a problem with it. So it does make sense, entertainment wise, legacy wise. Okay, generation wise, okay, it's a little different, but hey, let's see it. You see what I'm saying? At least we can say that outside the weight difference, we at least can say that um Canelo didn't duck one of the other top guys in the sport at all. But we have said that about some fighters that they avoided some shit. You know, people been talking about Floyd shit that he avoided. Some of it's agreeable, some of it's not. Tim Bradley, he has done it. So we've seen fighters do it. So for them to go out and actually make it happen, yeah. So if they serious about it, everybody pay per view that fight for the sake of both fighters, Bud and Canelo. I'm up for it, as you can see. I'm up for it. So hopefully they working on that fantasy match come true, and I get to enjoy it both ways. You know, in real time and on the game console. You can't ask for a better thing than that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, why not, man? Why not? But like I was saying, you gotta, we gotta do these fighters some justice because we are the influence to these fighters. We are the source to the public, and because of everyone, content creators and everybody that that supports the content creators, no matter if they giving a super chat, a cash app, or being involved in the panel, always being present in the chat, and coincide with everything that's going on. That tells a whole lot. So that's why we have to be careful as a whole. We can't be on different sides all the time. We got to be on the same side as for the best of boxing. We don't have to be on the same side of who is better because that wouldn't be boxing. We have to say, well, I like this person over this person. We have to do that, but keep it
Respectful.
boxing.
Yeah.
Don't tear down none of these damn fighters, no matter the color of their skin. This message right here goes out to everyone of every ethnic background that's listening. It goes out to Latinos. This go out to Caucasians. This goes out to the melanated Americans because I don't like calling people black because it's really no such thing as a black nationality or people genetically. It's just a in a name. And black does not produce multiple shades of brown. But we all are retarded in that matter. So that's one thing we all have in common. I gotta be funny and sarcastic about things sometimes. But um the message is not to tear these fighters down. Now, of course, the ones that's out there, the racists, we know who they are. We ain't got to say their names. They get what they deserve. But with that being said, let the fighters handle that. Let one of the fighters that let them get in there. Hopefully, one of our favorites of anybody get in there and tear his ass up or tear the racist asses up. That's what I'm about. You know, I'm not racist. I'm for all people, especially if you're righteous. Because there's unrighteous people in all nationalities. You know, it's niggas everywhere. Everybody got niggas. Okay? Because nigga doesn't define your genetic code. It's a fucking title. And because of the definition of it, that fits people all color. You're ignorant. You lack of knowledge. You're disrespectful. You're this, you're that. It all everything that's included in the realm of negativity. That's what a nigga is. Okay? So stop trying to switch it up and say, well, I'm a I'm gonna change it to this. You're fooling your damn selves because guess what? Other people still feel the motherfucking natural way of the meaning of it about your ass. So you just fooling yourself and still stunning your growth and bringing yourself down. Okay? Words cast spells. Be careful of what you call one another. So you really need to stop it, my nigga, because it's not good no matter how you pronounce it and spell it. Nigga, it all comes from the same root of the meaning. That's just like when you somebody drop a seed in that goddamn portal soil. They all ain't gonna come out looking out the same. They gonna have similarities. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna have similarities, but they ain't gonna all come in the same shade or the same shape, the same size. You know? So hopefully that's not going over people's heads because I know I can go deep, but I know y'all won't drown. I know y'all good. So no matter how deep I go, y'all gonna be there with me without the motherfucking goddamn snorkel. We don't need that shit when we go deep. We ain't choking. We with the aqua boogie, baby. You know what I mean? We there. And but yeah, you don't need to tear down fighters because you're on the opposite side of them because you feel as though somebody is better. Hopefully the one or the ones you feel as though is better that they get in the ring and somebody getting proven right, somebody's getting proven wrong. That's all it is at the end of the day, because we all should be on the winning side as getting fights that we want, and not only that, hold all these fighters feet to the fire of going out there, getting in the ring, and giving us our time, our money, our personal time. Because as much as we on here, we could be doing other things. We multitask, but we still got this shit added on to it. It's a part of our everyday life. We be doing it. People be doing it from work. People be doing it on their way to work, coming home from work. You know, people doing it while they cleaning their house and be serious about this. So we're going to be serious and we are the instrument. We are the leading force to it. So let's lead boxing on this righteous path as a community in a whole, as a whole, in as a whole, entire community. Yes, still be for the fighter that you fought, but don't tear down another fighter and be honest about your fighter. It's okay if he's moving, if he got his tail tucked between his ass. It is what it is. Get on his ass about it. If he quacking like a fucking duck, get on his ass about it. You know, they doing something unrighteous. Get on his ass about it. Oh, he's taking peds or whatever. Get on his ass about it. He responded in a non-warrior way. Get on his ass about it. Oh, he just saying shit and using people names to promote their fight that they got coming up, knowing they ain't gonna get in the ring with that person no time soon. You know it's cloud chasing. Don't support it. Get on their ass about it. We should all be on these fighters' ass collectively, not to be on no BS, not helping them do the BS because you want to BS. Because y'all all playing a goddamn perfect role. That's why I hope y'all get y'all award with sticking to the code and coincide with the damn playwright of what's going on in this goddamn sport. Need I say more? I definitely don't listen to robots either, Quee. You know, I ain't got time to be listening to no robots, even dealing with them. Robot, I don't want to be bothered with a robot. Respectful. Because the people that put them together, they're fucked up. So how can I trust it? I can only trust my own if I build my own. Damn. That's what I
Yo,
need to do.
yo, Crush.
Can't trust the people that made them, bro. Yeah.
Nah, just on some of the things that you was keying on, man. I agree that like we got to hold. It's like you said, bro. I'm gonna use what you said. You said something about Words cast spells, bro. I'm gonna say that sounds could either be melodious, harmonic, it can be music, or it could just be absolute noise, and it can just destroy and tear down. Like I've heard some people just sing words, just words, and make a masterpiece. And then I've heard people sing words and make it just be something that I wouldn't even want to listen to. And
Right.
that's the power of language. It can reflect in a harmonious way, a beautiful way. It can also reflect in a way that brings down and tears up and doesn't build, bro. And I think a lot of times as people, we got to recognize the words we say, whether we're a fan, whether we're a boxer, whether we're a promoter, whether we're in any capacity, because they often project to an audience, and audiences respond in different ways to what they say. They say some people heard songs and it made them feel like creating buildings and planes and things like that. Some people heard songs and it felt like making them go out there and harm animals, and some even harm people. So we got to recognize when we say things, man, the effect that it has. Likewise, we got to, you said something about holding people to the same standard. I think that more so than anything needs to be at play. If you're going to say that Andy Cruz has not done enough for this fighter, you can't be mad if somebody else says that same fighter hasn't done enough to be in a ring with this fighter, because that's just the way you just played it the other way around. So we gotta, when we talk about resumes or what people has done, dog, we gotta just let it play out, man, because I'm more so here for the fights. Do I believe that Bud deserves that fight over Benavides? Heck no. Heck no. He has not done anything in that weight class that he's going to go fight in to deserve that. And he's not, I mean, and I say this with the utmost respect, he is not that great a fighter where he's placed that much work in where he should be able to supersede or jump anybody to get the fight, because let's face it, it is a big money fight. In the sport right now, Canelo is the biggest money fight you're going to get. Anybody can get in the ring with him. You're not gonna make what he's gonna make, but you're gonna make more than what you ever made, and that's a fact. So I know that's why a lot of people want that fight, because you can make a lot of money. And if you believe that he's basic, he's vanilla, you probably believe you got a chance if you could just do this. So I'm not opposed to Bud getting it, because hell, there's that story of David and Goliath. All he gotta do is throw the right pebble at the right place, and never know what it might do. It might put the giant down. You know what I'm saying? He may be able to
Shout
box
out
all night.
D1.
Shout out to good brother D1. Shout out my man Just Do. Shout out Kwee. Shout out my man Cal Cooley, because they've been cooking in the chat. And shout out Jake Gipp, my
Oh
guy.
yeah.
You but I just want to make it be known that, like, to me, the bigger fight, the better fight would be the Benavides fight. But if you're not gonna,
Yeah.
and I do believe that fight happens. I still believe that fight happens. It might not happen when we want it, but I believe it happens because it's gonna make a lot of money. Hell, if he could
Right.
sell against Berlanga, if he could sell against Mongia, he's gonna sell against Benavides. And I think that is the biggest fight he can get right now, because he's building so much intrigue for people to want to see it. If Benavides continues to win, he continues to win, that fight will be his last fight. I promise that it'll be that. Now, I say that to say this, man. If we're going to say somebody is not fighting folks, and the people that we're justifying that for is likewise not fighting folks, then we shouldn't say it at all. Because if they have comparable, however you want to say it, resumes, then you can't use that as a talking point. Let's stop using it as a talking point altogether, because I've seen people who didn't have nobody on their record go up in there and floor somebody before. So we got to stop that. If these people can make the fight and they want the fight, let's support it. Let's stop tearing people down, especially the opponent that you don't want in the ring with the fighter that is in the ring, because they didn't deserve that. they get backlash for nothing. And if we're gonna say somebody hasn't done enough, then everybody who got in the ring with that fighter better have done enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I get tired of that with people who say, well, Tank didn't fight him because he ain't done enough. Man, fudge that. Because you can't tell me Rolly done enough. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that Hector Garcia done enough. If you're saying certain people who have done more than them haven't done enough. Now, I understand what the talk is. I know the double talk is, but a lot of these people up here don't understand it. What that means is you ain't done enough to bring people to put cheeks in seats and generate money. That's what that really means. And that's what
Yep.
that truly means. But if you say it, people gonna take it for face value. Just like you fight nothing but slow, flat-footed Mexican fighters. Well, if you look at the division where a lot of those people are saying that about certain people fight, a lot of them happen to be more Latin fighters in those divisions, or fighters across seas, or fighters in those like Asian countries. So you're gonna
Yep.
get more of them on your resume because they are usually the smaller guys. And I say that in all
Yep.
respect. So we can't say that. And if your fighter that you root for has just as many or close in the vicinity there, or if not more, then you can't say that as well too. And on top of that, man, it's boxing. Like I said, Ashton Silve was dominating Lucas' body, and then in one punch, the whole fight changed. One punch, the whole fight changed. So we don't know how these fights play out. So let's go on, instead of tearing people down, let's build them up and let's support. But let's you say, like you said, put pressure on making the fights we want. So we could do that many ways without having to tear down folks in general. You could simply just not buy a fight if they're gonna sell it pay-per-view. Or you could simply just take to the Twitter and be like, hey, yo, that was a good performance, but let's try to get the fights that we want. And for me, this is my last thing. If you're gonna call fighters out and say you want them, then those are the fights I want to see. So, like for me, you gotta fight people who you say you want. So we gotta make these fights that a lot of people want and crave for, want to see. We gotta make them happen, and you gotta be a part of making them happen because you spoke it into the universe that this is who I want to fight. So you got to be on your team. You got to be on your promoter. You even got to be talking to the other promoter, like, whatever we got to do, let's make it happen. Because that person got a target on them right now. And I'm shooting darts. I'm hitting bullseyes all goddamn night. Let's get them in the ring. And that's what I think. Also, and this is the last thing I'll say, we got to clean up the substance control up in boxing, what is considered good nutrition, bad nutrition. We got to clean up the scoring table in boxing because it shouldn't be no way that a guy can win 10 rounds, if not more, and lose a fight. And we got to clean up the freaking referee situation because they shouldn't be letting people do things excessively that will impede the flow of boxing. And then we got to clean up glove selection, dog, because it's been too many floppy gloves and busted gloves and all kind
Yeah.
of stuff. We need to get rid of all of those things, man. And on top of that, we need to scale it to the point where we make it a tournament, like you know how they did the Super 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's cross promotional, what they could do is say like, hey, yo, the one whose promotional fighters win the most money, get a bonus. Because it'll generate money anyway. The person who brings the most people to the seats, they get a bigger percentage of the purse. Not the purse, but the money, the revenue that was generated through ticket sales, through processions, and through parking. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can get these fights to be made because the money is coming because now it's competition all the way around, not only in the ring, but for everything. Like, hey, yo, your fighter, my fighter. If more of my fighters win, then we get a bigger commission. Yo, if you have a fight and you have a fight and they have a fight, but this fight brought in more money, then they get a bigger percentage of what was generated that way. And we could keep some people happy, man, and make sure it's under the guise of fair play and competition. That's how I feel, bro.
Great cook, man. Great cook. Where we at the 2:31 mark, man. I done got my 2 hours and a half in. I'm
Ooh,
about to
one.
get up on out of here, man, and
So,
get
man,
ready
appreciate
for the
you.
day. Get ready for fight night. Get ready to kick it with some of the fam as they go live whenever they go live. And fall back. I really appreciate you, bro, coming up and co-hosting with me, man. You welcome always whenever I go live. That's no problem. Salute to the family in the chat, TWTJBT. Y'all know ain't nothing but one love for me to y'all. Shout out to Quee, D1, J Gibb. Shout out to Kyle Coolett, the coolest guy on YouTube. Just Do the Guru. Shout out to Just Do. Shout out to who else we had in here? Let me go back up. Of course, you, Tommy Hill, and
Marky Dan, Judah
Marky
Vision,
Dan,
Opulent
Bruce
TV,
Gas, Opulent, yes, Opulent LD,
Blue
Bruce
Gas,
Gas,
Five.
Ashley's Corner.
We had Ashley's up in here.
Yeah, she
Damn.
was up in here. Fries. Mark Rhyme always coming through. Mark Rhyme hella supporter, man. He whenever any of us going live, he's always there. Salute to Mark Rhyme supporting everybody in the family that's doing their thing, man. So I really appreciate you guys. BC Corbett, the darkest brother, that is my guy.
BC,
BC
BC,
Corbett, boy,
my
he's up
God.
there. That's my man, yo. Shout out to everybody. They Define Irony, of course. Shout out to him too. And everybody that who came through that didn't join the chat. I really appreciate y'all coming through and checking out Saturday's edition of
Can I
Coffee Donut. Grown up,
can
this
I
would
get a
be
shout out before
your
you check
subject.
out?
Of course you can, bro. We'll close out after that.
Hey man, well shout out first and foremost to Crush, the Mickey Fricky legend, man, that come up here, give you coffee, give you donuts, give you cook, give you hibachi, give you Mongolian barbecue, give you whatever you like and whatever you need. Sometimes you might like the taste of it, but it's gonna always be good for your body, man. It's nourishment, mind, body, and soul. And shout out to him for saying he don't like to talk about fights that ain't happening. He like to talk about fights that is happening. We got a great fight coming on tonight, a rematch of epic proportions. We got a big giant versus a little guy at the heavyweight. But the little guy said he gonna come and do his thing. The giant said I'm gonna come back and reclaim mines, and that's Usyk and Fury 2. Should be a pretty good card, guys. Go out there and support, check out the sport, and enjoy. And then last but not least, man, shout out to the family, dog. Cal Coolett, the general, the coolest Mickey Fricky on YouTube, cooler than the other side of the pillow, dog. Shout out to Quee. Shout out to the guy Just Do, the guru. I like that. Always giving boxing is just due. And shout out to Jake Gibb. Shout out to BC. Shout out to Fine Irony. Shout out to my good sister and the GOAT First Lady of Boxing, Ashley's Corner, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot more. And shout out to Marky Dan, the historian. You know what I'm saying? And Judah Vision, word them up, word them up. Hey, you
Yes,
guys
Judah
have a
Vision.
wonderful day. Wonderful day, man. And shout out to Crush once again, man, for being real. Even if it's with a sister, bro, boy, we will appreciate that.
Yeah, and don't forget, y'all, the raffle, the winner will be revealed later on today. I don't know if the window closed on it. If you can still add on to the pot, but it's
You
winner
still
takes
can.
all. Yo, so still go ahead, add on to the pot for your chance to win. Winner takes all. Good extra money for the holidays. Do what you want to do with it. and be safe out there. So we will be seeing y'all later. Make sure y'all be there for the announcement of the winner. You still got a chance to put it in. The window is open. $5 for a single chance. 5 for 20. Cash app $JBT Network #1. And with that being said, I'm out of here like a breeze through the trees. And when I leave, I'm shaking all the branches off the trees. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all in about a couple hours. Have a good one, y'all.